Guys, first of all, this is one of the greatest honors of my life, so seriously, thank you so much for your time. I was wondering, and I can't even believe I get to ask this question in my life, if you would take me back to the moment that you each said those 3 iconic words for the first time. The first time you said, "I'll be back." I'd imagine when you said it, you never thought it was going to become this. When you say it, you've got more than 3 decades worth of legacy to sort of live up to. I was wondering if you could compare each of your first day and tell me about the moment that you sort of knew it was going to be a thing.
Well, first of all, you're absolutely correct when you say that we had not the foggiest idea that this would be a line that would be ever repeated or that it meant anything. And so we did the scene, and I said to Jim Cameron, I said, I want to say, "I will be back." And he says, no, I wrote down on the script, "I'll be back." And I said, to me it sounds kind of strange, this I'll. I said, I don't know, there's something off. I said, I'd rather say, "I will be back." And he says, "Look, I don't correct your acting, so please don't correct my writing." And so I said, "Okay, are you really so stuck with this line?" He says, "Absolutely. We in America would say, 'I'll be back.'" And the Terminator by now figured out how to speak English enough because he's a machine. You know, he picks up the stuff that he hears. And so he says, so it will be, "I'll be back." He says, "But I let the camera run and you say 10 different ways if you feel uncomfortable." And that's exactly what we did.
And he still just took the one he wanted.
And well, he should. You know, he's the director, and he knows better. And he picked obviously the right one. But like I said, we did not think at all that it would be a big line. And then when the movie came out, more and more people started coming up to me and says, "Can you repeat the line? I'll be back," and all this. And people started saying it in their speeches. And when they introduced me, you know, we said that Arnold will be back, and he is back, and then all this kind of back stuff. So it became now, I think, the number 1 line in the history of motion pictures, you know, one-liner. So it's great.
Rightfully so. Did you want to say it?
I didn't not want to say it. I just didn't know how to say it, because when you've lived with a line that has become so iconic, it was really hard to say it not like Arnold.
You delivered it perfectly, though.
Well, yeah, but that was like the 100th time. Not 100, but...
Well, I'm glad you did it the way you did it, because it was a perfect delivery.
Tim helped me through that, because I would say it. And, you know, it is also in the midst of a really intense action scene, so it was very hard to sort of get the light tone.
Yeah.
And I would do it, and I would look at Tim, and he would go, "Sounds like Arnold."
I love how you did it. The first scene that ever made me cry in movies was from Terminator 2. I'm sure you guys, I don't know if you guys know, the thumbs up going down. Like, as a child, I just wept. People my age, when I tell them that, they go, "Oh, of course, absolutely." I told Tim Miller that yesterday, and he goes, "Really? That scene makes you cry?" Are you surprised at what scenes do and do not connect with people, or which scenes do and do not become iconic? Like, when I tell you I cry at thumbs up, does that surprise you, or do you get that?
It doesn't surprise me at all, because in both moments, as a matter of fact, in Terminator 2, in that particular moment when I go down to Molten, the way it was edited and the way the music was playing and everything like this, it choked me up. And I was there shooting the scene, so it's not like a surprise. And the same was with The Dark Fate on the end. And again, I think that Tim Miller did such an extraordinary job that I wasn't ready at all when I watched the movie, the final movie, to have that emotional moment on the end. It was so powerful, more powerful than maybe some of the action sequences.
Absolutely.
One of the great events that happened after the first film came out is that my neighbors insisted that I go to see the movie with them. And I was really still an unknown, and the movie wasn't an overnight sensation, so I could afford to go. Never have done that before or since, gone to a theater to see something that I'm in. But the greatest surprise was, after the love scene, the audience broke out in applause. And I was so shocked. I mean, who applauds a love scene? And it was really satisfying to see something that I would never have known that had happened had I not been there. But when that love scene was done and the hands open in slow motion, the audience applauded, and I was like,
we got it.
Great moment.
This is one of the single greatest honors of my life. I can't tell you how. I wish I could tell 6-year-old me that I would get to do this.
You're so
Absolutely.
sweet.
Thank
Us
you so
Hamilton's
much.
got to stick together.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.